Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Spark of Genius gameplay video in the Blitz format featuring Dorinthea and Viserai. So this is a matchup that we think is a bit of a back and forth matchup. I think either hero has chances to take tempo and take control of the game here. My name is Eric, and I'll be playing Dorinthea, and I'm joined here by my co-creator, co-caster,
Yep.
co-compatriot, Mr. Rob, and
Hello.
he'll be on this Viserai build, which is the same Viserai Blitz list that we played in the best of three series with Chain. So this is going to be another one of those games. And so I'll start off with a couple of the key cards in my view for Dorinthea. Pretty standard stuff here, honestly. Steel Blade Supremacy, Glid the Quicksilver, and Warrior's Valor. The reason that I put these cards are that they're very, very good together as far as getting the combo and setting up that really good 5 card hand, with the Steel Blade Supremacy allowing you to keep drawing cards, the Warrior's Valor giving you that go again, and the Glints allowing you to draw another card and gain go again if you want, and also comboing really well with a Twinning Blade. I didn't put Twinning Blade as a key card because I don't know how key Twinning Blade is going to be in this particular Viserai matchup. If you are seeing a lot of Viserai OTKs in your Blitz matchup, I think Glint Twinning is actually a lot more valuable because you can get around those multitude of defense reactions. However, I know Rob ain't got no time for no OTK Blitz lists, and
Right.
so he's probably going to be coming at me. And so based on that, I going to be definitely a faster paced game. Equipment wise, I do have the Null Rune Hood for the Arcane Barrier one, as I do run enough Arcane Barrier to enough blues to actually
Make
competently,
good
yeah,
use of it.
competently block, yeah. And I feel like letting Viserai get through for like free mean greets and the arcane
Yeah.
damage is a little bit worrisome. So I do have Null Rune, and then I have the Courage Bolters and Bracers, which is pretty standard loadout for Dorinthea.
Yeah. On the Viserai side, we've got, your classic Mordred Tide. Never go anywhere without your Mordred Tides. Really great card just to be able to pump out a bunch of bunch of rune chants in one turn.
I'll be pumping out the Null
You'll be
Rune.
pumping out some null rune. Yeah. Yeah. So awesome card. Enough said about Mordred Tide. Also procs, your Viserai ability. First, non-attack action card lets you get more rune chants. Next, we have CNC, a pretty standard card, to run in this deck. It is more potent against Dory because you do want to disrupt the 5 card hands, and because she has to use a null rune piece, her armor set kind of goes down to 5, I believe you have. So, not enough to block out a full CNC. So, hopefully that does some damage on her arsenal. And lastly, but not least, we have the Reduced to Rune Chant, a great card against Dory because it is a D-React. So we're going to try to arsenal that as much as possible to prevent her reprise effects. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We are running the standard equipment slots, just with armor basically. No need for Null Rune. We've got the Skull Cap, the Skeleton, we've got the Creepers, a new addition to Viserai's Toolkit, which is a great card for getting a lot of go again. And we have the Grasp, great armor piece as well as ability to create one rune.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
pretty good. There is probably an argument for running the Skull Cap on Dory's side instead of the Null Rune and just kind of ignoring it. And
Just
against,
racing.
yeah, against like Chain and Briar, yeah, against Chain and Briar, I'll probably just run Skull Cap. Viserai just tends to create so much more pressure on the actual rune chant side that I kind of like it a bit more. However, this is like one of those pieces where you can very easily switch it up for Skullcap if you like, if you want more armor. Really depends.
Yeah. All right, rolling.
Got a 7.
I've got 9
It is your choice.
against Story. I'll go first. Maybe I can do some setup with some massive rune chants,
Yep.
massive
I'm
amount of rune
usually,
chants.
yeah,
So
as Dory, I'm kind of fine with either. I think actually
yeah,
second's a bit better because of tempo, but Viserai wants first, so it's kind of
I
like,
didn't feel great about that decision. It was like, whatever
yeah.
happens, it's okay. But I will try to go first. Maybe get some nice
Yeah, Viserai
rune
just
chants
gets to.
accumulated.
Yeah, Viserai just gets to set up rune chance, doesn't even have to attack an Arsenal pass, which is a little bit awkward if Dory draws a bad hand.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
Oh no, I know what that is. Last time we had Viserai and said that.
Yeah. Let's see what we've got. We've got 1, 2. Okay. All right. Yeah. Pretty simple turn. I'm going to pitch 3, become the Arc Knight to use the Grasp here. So I will create 1 rune chant,
Hmm.
1 floating, and I'm going to pitch a reduce to rune chant to play a Spellblade Assault, coming in for 4. And then, so 1 rune chant, 4 damage, and I will create 2 rune chants on the back foot of that.
4
There you
damage.
go. Yep, 1 rune chant, 4 damage.
Fair enough. So I want to try to block as efficiently as possible here. I usually blocking with 2 cards is fine here. I'm considering also blocking with bolters and a 3 block. My cards aren't particularly amazing, but I also don't particularly see an easy block to make here. So what I am going to do is block for
how about the pitch for the arcane? Since that would happen first.
it is 1 arcane, right?
Yeah, it's 1.
Does that change anything? It actually does, because I really don't want this flock in my hand, so I'm actually going to just pitch the flock
Fair enough.
for the arcane. And then for the physical, I'm just going to block 3. I'm considering bolters here. I don't think I'm going to bolters. I think I'm just going to go down to 19.
Take 1. Sounds good. I'll arsenal 1 card, passing it to you.
Okay.
Not the turn 1 that I was hoping to get.
Yeah, not too bad. Generally, oh my god, that is so funny. Generally, I don't want to be blocking with attack reactions if I can help it, but such is my hand. Should I just do this? I think I am, because it's kind of funny.
No.
It's gonna be like funny haha, or funny like, oh my god, why funny? It's gonna be like a funny haha, because it's nourishing for 6 dominate.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
That is
I mean,
funny.
you have armor, but I know you don't want to use it. Because you have 4, like you can't full armor block. Well, you can full armor block.
I
But
do have 6. Well,
it would be a very
I'd ruin my spell.
Yeah,
my spell
it would be very
gone.
very inefficient. Yeah, your creepers would be gone turn 2, and your skull cap is inefficient also.
Yeah,
so you can
let's
block
just go with
it.
grasp for 2, and I will reduce the rune chant for a total of 6 here.
Yep,
creating a rune chant.
6 is good.
Did force out the reduce. I did draw 2 reduce turn 1, so I had to pitch 1 of them. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Clunky there, but
yep. And I did choose to pitch the Iron Song to get it later because this game might go a little bit long. So pitching some threats that you can use on your second cycle in Blitz is pretty important because you might end up needing them if the game goes a little bit longer.
Couldn't hurt.
Yep. Over to you.
All right. Let's go with a Mordred Tide.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm then going to... Let's see. Do I want to do anything special? Nah. Let's just go with a Sonata. So I'm going to create 2 more rune chants, going to 5.
Yep.
I'm not going to overpay for that, so let's just flip 3 cards. We've got blue Mavrion Skies. Oh, crud. Red Mavrion Skies.
That's a red, okay.
Oh, and Tome of the Arknight. I did miss.
Got a little Eric whiff there.
Unfortunate. Yeah, and I believe I shuffle the deck. Yes.
You still shuffle, yeah.
I still shuffle it back in. Okay.
Mavrium, yeah, I remember how you proceeded to rip my spine out of my body with that Tome of the Arknight on the Chain V Viserai. Check out those games if you haven't watched them. Those are pretty funny to watch.
Oops. All right. Well, at least I created 2 rune chants. That's all right. What's the play here? I've got nothing else.
Create an embodiment? Oh wait, never mind.
No. Where's my lightning? Yeah. Oh, this kind of hurts. I'm just gonna play Mavrion Skies.
Oh, you did the attack action, huh?
I did. I really did. I'm going to 7 rune chants though by playing Mavrion Skies.
That's pretty good.
And I'll play a free rune flash, I guess. With Go Again. Probably won't matter here, but it will be 7 rune chants, which is nice. And 2 damage with Go Again. I will be creating 2 more on the back foot of that, but so 7 rune chants and 2 physical. With the on hit of Mavrion Skies, as you know.
Yeah, just creates a rune chant, right?
It'll create 2 plus 1 from the Mordred. Yeah, so it'll create 3 technically.
Yeah, this is probably going to be like a pitch, take a little bit of arcane and then block with a piece of armor because it's coming in for 2, so it's pretty easy for me to
Yeah.
throw in a courage, which I will, but I'm going to be blocking some of the arcane, but just so I remember, I'm going to block with the physical here.
Sure. Yeah.
I actually have a pretty good resource hand as far as like I can probably pitch
to be
and
able
be
to
okay.
pitch for this. Yeah, yeah.
It's actually
I
just
really
going to
needed the
be
attack action there. Attacking with a blue rune flash is not good. I could use the resources also for a Rosetta, or to use maybe the Spellbound with the Mauvrion to play it after the fact for Rosetta after. Yeah,
yeah. I'll be
that was a big
pitching.
miss.
I'll be pitching 2 yellows and taking 3. I could always like keep one and
Yeah,
take another 2 damage. However, I don't think the twinning nor the yellow Warrior's Valor adds that much to my hand.
you
So I'm
got
going to
it.
be
So
going down to
taking 3
16.
damage, you
Yep.
got it. I'll pass it on to you.
Yeah, so it's nice that he got 1 Mordred and 1 Sonata out of the way easily. So if I can catch him on a really awkward turn and force him to block with those other key cards, he has no way of getting them back because Rattlebones doesn't get non-attacks back.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pitching my Blue Warrior's Valor because I actually had the full rainbow for a Red Warrior's Valor. I had all 3 Warrior's Valor.
Very nice. Oops. Let me just mark my grasp there. Forgot.
Yep. And I'd like to put some pressure on, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually play. So I can just go for the regular Dawnblade for 6. He doesn't have an arsenal. He's pitched 1 reduce and used the other reduce, so chances are, if he has D-Reacts, there are not that many left. He might have some sinks, but I don't think many Blitz Sonata decks would run more than that, unless they're very, very OTK style. So based on that, I'm going to assume he doesn't have a lot of D-Reacts. And I can force 2 cards out of his hand right now. Which I think I will do. Yep. I'm going to swing the Dawnblade for 6.
Okay. So you got 1 card in
float.
Arsenal?
Yep, and 1 floating.
And 1 floating. Okay, so I'm thinking here if it lands, he'll swing with Dawnblade 1 more time for free. Well, not for free, but
for 1.
Yeah. For 1. And then thinking there might be a D-React in the arsenal that costs 1, or maybe an Iron Song response. But at this point, if he pays 1 to use it, I said D-React. I meant attack react.
Attack reaction. I'm like,
in arsenal.
I think I have a D-React in the arsenal.
You're gonna use a what's it called? Steel Blade Shunt on me. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna try to just block this out here, prevent the go again with the Warrior's Valor. So I'm gonna go with an E-Strike for 3. And I'll add in the Skeleton for 2 and the Grasp for 1 more, blocking 6 total.
Yep, 6 is good.
So worst case, if it's Iron Song response, you go over and then you get to attack it with Dawnblade, but luckily It wasn't Iron Song response. I did see you, I believe, pitch that early, or...
I blocked with 1 early.
You did block with 1, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Going into my turn, I'll play a Gorg Tome, drawing a card. Okay. That's something.
But is it something you want to play?
Kind of. I do like this, actually. Let's do a Drawn to the Dark Dimension. So it will be 2 rune chants coming at you. I will create 1 more rune chant on the back foot of that. And I will draw a card with Drawn to the Dark Dimension. Okay, so it is 2 rune chants as well as 3 physical here.
Block with hit and run blue and take 2 arcane.
Okay, sounds good. So 2 arcane taken, and you did the full block there. Let's see, gotta count this out right. So I'm going to, pitch Dread Triptych to use the creepers.
Sure.
So the creepers are gonna go to 1 counter. I will be playing Mauvrion Skies as an instant here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 1 on a meet and greet. So it is going to be 4 physical. Oh, sorry, I created 1 Maroon Chant for the Mauvrion Skies. That. So it's going to be 2 arcane, 4 physical, and I'll create 1 Maroon Chant on the back foot of that. So you're looking at, 2 arcane and 4 physical with go again.
Maybe pitching Singing Steel Blade. And then blocking with Iron Song, Determination, and
Okay.
Bolters.
So full block everywhere. Okay, sounds good. If this had hit, it would have created 2 more rune chance, so good choice there.
Yeah.
And I'll spend 1 on the Rosetta for 2 and 2.
Yeah. So here's the question: if I pitch or I just
Oh, I'm sorry. I have 1 more rune chant here. I forgot. So it will be 3 arcane and 2 physical.
yeah, I'm gonna pitch a blue. It's another blue. My hand wasn't very
You got
powerful there,
it.
so I'm just
You're
gonna take
blocking
3
2
here.
of the arcane. Yeah, okay. 1 arcane, then 2 physical. You got it.
Yep.
All right, that ends my turn.
I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. Yeah, I'm only dealing with 4-card hands here, so it's not like that good. But
Yeah, I mean,
the draw is
eventually,
really
eventually you
good.
get an off turn, but like the key is how low am I when you get your off turn? Okay, it's not
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
this game. It sounds like.
um. Oh man. So this one. Yeah, I want to keep that. All right, I'm just gonna pitch 2 reds, a
Mhm.
reduce and spellblade strike for 1 command and conquer for 6. Figure that's the most pressure I can do with what I had.
That's fair. It's good timing on the CNC.
It's good.
I can pretty easily block it. However, this card is definitely gonna block it. Probably this card, even though I really don't want to get rid of this card, but I think I have to. So I will block 6 with red overpower and hint run.
Yeah, you got it. I'll arsenal 1 card. I will be destroying the creepers and passing it on to you.
Yep. No creepers is really good for me because then he can't put additional
Yeah,
pressure. It's more face up. He got pretty good value out of it, but I mean I am at 9, right? So sorry, I'm at 11, so I did already
11.
take 9.
Yeah.
Uh, Luckily that's 1 CNC down. I still have my bracers up, which is cool. I will pitch a glint to play a
Okay.
Spoils of War and then swing in with the Dawnblade for 5 go again with 1 floating.
Nice.
So I still
1
have a
floating.
Arsenal card and nothing in hand, but this is 5 go again.
Yeah.
So now I'm putting some pressure. I could be threatening another attack reaction. If it's an Iron Song response, then I can get over with 3 and get go again. He doesn't have as much armor. The Skullcap's
Yeah.
still only at 1. He's very rarely going to break Skeleton on this particular situation because he's going to need to close out the game with it, probably. So my thought process is keeping the Spoils of War and the Glint because Glint can be very, very good on the second cycle.
Yeah. 100%. I will declare no blocks on this. Take 5.
Yeah. King 5. So the fact that he took 5 means he's probably going to just try to block the second attack so I don't get the counter, or he just doesn't care. Either of which is fine, honestly. I will get 2 copper, but I'm not actually going to... maybe they'll be useful. Be my Quicken token.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can use a copper and 4 resources to draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play a Sharpened Steel from Arsenal. So it wasn't an attack reaction.
Nice.
And then come in with a Dawnblade for 6, because I was thinking he might want to just block with a card, and that's it. So I'm going to try to force, if he wants to take damage, it's going to be going down to 9, possibly
Yeah.
12. But going down to 12 and letting me have a counter doesn't make as much sense. So it kind of you either full block it or you don't.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, yeah. I think I'll be a little more sane. I will block for 6 here.
Yeah,
A
it doesn't. Yeah,
CNC and drawn to the Dark Dimension. Yeah.
yeah, it's really nice to see the CNC because now I can just kind of block with bracers with impunity. Honestly,
Yeah.
letting me get a counter and going down to 9 seems really really poor because even if I block up, all my Dawnblades will be 4. I still have Courage up and I have Bolters up, which means I can actually just pop Courage, and if he takes a Dawnblade swing, I could pop Bolters and then come in again with the Dawnblade. So I literally don't even need resources to come in. So going down to 9 doesn't seem very good.
All right. I will play a Sonata for 3. 3.
Yep.
I mean, not paying more, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We
yeah.
got 3 cards. We've got Blue Oath of the Arknight, a red Amplify the Arknight, and a Plunder Run. Okay, I'll take the Amplify.
Yep, and you'll deal 1 damage.
1 Arcane to you.
Yep. I'll take it because your creepers are gone, so I'm not like super concerned
Yeah.
with pitching early for 1 arcane. I'm definitely never gonna pitch a red card if I can help it. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Your first Sonata's banished, right? I don't know if it's still in
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
graveyard.
I forgot to banish them. No, they're there. Yeah, sorry. Let me get them out.
It doesn't matter that much,
It
but
won't matter too much for this matchup, but
yeah.
or in general, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. This is rough. I'm gonna be playing a Mavrion to create a
Yep.
rune chant.
Yep. You have an
And
amplify in hand,
yeah, I know. My
which
hand was
isn't
red
great.
again. My
Yeah.
hand was Sonata,
Yeah,
Marvion,
because you
drawn and CNC. That
yeah,
was
because
my hand.
you had a bunch of blues early, so I think you got a bit unlucky with your shuffles because you shuffled twice at this point
Yeah. So what I'm thinking here is I'm just gonna be pitching one to Rosetta
for two,
for one
one
arcane
and
and two
two.
physical. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a I could block with the bracers for two. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely taking the arcane. There's no reason to block arcane. Two with no on hit doesn't seem very good for bracers, so I'm just gonna take two.
You got
Keep a 4 card hand, which is not something that happens very often
it.
against
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah. Not even Viserai, just against me.
Just against Rob.
All right. Yeah. Your move.
Okay, so I have the bolters up, which is super, super nice. I also have courage up. I don't think this is the turn for courage, however. It honestly could be. My hand is good enough that courage is actually not bad. Generally, I like to save courage for Steel Blaze Supremacy, if I can. I'm trying to see if I have like enough juice, you know?
Yeah.
That's that and that. I don't think I need to use it just yet. So I'm gonna do Warriors Valor Red, pitching a blue Iron Song response. So I've that's my copper token.
Yeah.
Um, then I think I'm just going to come in with Dawnblade for
Yeah.
six.
For six.
Yep.
Six
So I have
on
two
hit
cards,
go again.
two cards in hand, one floating.
Okay. I'll declare no block on that.
Um, yeah, no reaction from me. I don't really
Okay.
need to react, so.
I'll take six.
Okay, down to 9. That's a little scary. So I guess he's same idea. Like he's still really no armor, especially because you're at higher health than me. So Skullcap's not even on.
I'm just waiting for that skull cap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I can do a couple things. I can just swing again. Can also do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. So I have this card in hand. It's a bit of a bad card in this situation. I'm gonna use the last floating to use the bracers because you didn't block with
Okay.
equipment, so it's not really relevant because you don't. It's not really relevant equipment wise. Like if you block with Skullcap or something, it's a little bit more relevant because you get it back. So I'm gonna bracers here.
Right. Because you're breaking the combat chain there, right? Yeah.
Correct, and that's my last floating. I'm going to then pitch Singing Steel Blade, which I really dislike putting in the arsenal. It can be okay, however, it can also be a dead card if you just choose not to block and have high enough life total, or if you block from arsenal, which I guess both of your reduces are gone, so not as relevant. But either way, I'm gonna do it this way, just based on what's in my hand.
I did pitch one actually.
I thought you used the second one. Oh, maybe you pitched it twice.
Oh, you might be right.
I know you used the first one early
used
on
it for
Nourishing,
sure
but
against Nourishing, and I
I don't know
used
what
it
happened.
again.
I thought you used the
No.
second one.
Let me double check for you, but I'm pretty sure
Sure.
I've only used
You
one.
could have.
Here.
I could have been mistaken for CNC, but
Yeah, I've used one. Yeah, I
oh,
think I
you
blocked.
pitched it. You pitched it again with all red hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So yeah. So in that case, it could
Coming for
actually be
4?
really bad for me. Coming in for 4, one floating, one in hand. So I could be threatening attack reaction. I could be threatening nothing and put it in the arsenal. However, with
Yeah.
Rob at 9, if I have any reaction and I bring him down to 2, that would put him in pretty dire straits. But I don't know what his hand is, so
Yep.
it's really up to him.
Declare no block on that either.
Um, could have a reduced rune chat. don't know if I care. I could Arsenal. I'm going to declare no reaction.
Okay.
I don't really need to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the counter in the Arsenal here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, and I have no rune chance right now, so
yeah. I mean, you could easily start. You could do 7 to me easily, but like, I don't know. I don't know how much I care about it.
Yeah, yeah, and you've got some armor left. You have the courage. You don't want to really pop. You don't want to pop that, but you have the two on the bracers as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, let's see what I can do. Gotta make sure I do this right. Actually, it's a bit of a complicated turn. 1, 2.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit more afraid if you still had creepers.
Yeah, without creepers, the game plan changes completely almost. It's like now my non-reacts have to go before the attack reacts, or my non-attack reacts go first.
Yeah, you don't get the extra attack actions or anything.
No surprises too. It's like I can't just start off with an attack or something.
Drawn to the dark dimension.
Let's go. Yeah, that's so fun to draw a card with that. Then like pitch it to play another non-attack action card. I'll start with a Malveon Skies Yellow. And let's see, which one do I want to do first? Probably this.
So I'm not really worried about too many discount cards because he has no rune chance up.
Exactly. I'm going to pitch 3 here and spend 1 on a Spellblade Strike with Go Again.
And create
so this will create 1, plus Viserai creates another one. So I've got 2 rune chance right now. It is going to be 4 attack here.
On hit, you're going to make another one.
Yeah. On hit, create 2 more, actually.
Oh, yeah. So I definitely want to block that. This is a good time for the bracers, because this is an on hit that matters quite a bit. I will also... I'm also going to block with... I'm going to block with the route here. It's a bit of an expensive card this late in the game. It can finish the game, but...
Yeah. And ruin friendships, apparently.
And ruin friendships. But I'm going to have to block with it, so...
Yeah. So full block on 4? Oh,
I'm blocking 5. Yeah, I'm blocking 5. Yeah.
You got it. I'm going to spend 1 more to attack with a Rune Flash. So it's going to be 2 Arcane because of the Rune Chance. And then I'm going to create 1 more from Viserai with Go Again. So 2 Rune Chance, 4 attack, Go Again.
No on hit, though.
No on hits at all. No.
Okay, that's fair. I will be blocking some of the Arcane because I do have a blue in hand I don't really need.
Okay, yeah. 2 Arcane.
I do have 1 floating in case he decides to attack again.
Yeah. I mean, 1 floating with the Go Against probably Rosetta here.
Yeah, because you have 1 in hand?
I do have 1 in hand, yeah.
Yeah, and no Arsenal, so Rosetta is better because
Rosetta looks pretty good, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, what do I want to do about the 4? The answer is I'm not sure.
You can take it and turn on Skullcap. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not Skullcap. What am I saying? You're not running Skullcap. No free Skullcap for you.
So I take 4, I go down to 3. I can deny your Skullcap.
Yes. That's what I meant to say. You can take the damage and deny me my Skullcap.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to block 3 here, because if I waited and blocked the Rosetta or anything else, it wouldn't get maximum block value. So this is blocking 3, and I'm taking 1 down to 6.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I will spend the 1 on Rosetta here. So 3 Arcane and 2 Physical.
Yep, 3 Arcane and 2 Physical. So I will block 1 Arcane, and then I'll take 4.
Right. Taking 4 down to 2. Sounds good. I will Arsenal 1 card, passing it to you.
Yep, this is definitely a risky play going down to 2. However, I did have that Arsenal card from before, and I have Bolters and Courage up. So I do have a play that I can do. Very basic play is just put pressure on Rob. So I'm going to pop my Courage. So my sword attacks will cost me 1 less, so they'll be free. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to swing in with Dawnblade for 4. with 1 card in hand and 1 card in arsenal. And so this makes Rob have to do something because he's only at 5. His skullcap's also off.
That's right.
So I'm okay with him blocking the skeleton here. It's actually pretty good for me.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
Yeah.
You said 5, right?
No, 4. It's Dawnblade with a counter on it.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 4. So you're at 2. So the chance of Skullcap being active here is very low for me.
Yeah,
you'd have to. I'll just use it here probably.
Yeah, you'd have to like take it to the face, go to 1, and then pray.
Exactly.
That I don't have an attack reaction.
Exactly, and that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna block. What's the right card to block with actually? Gotta see. Probably this one. I'll block for 3 with a Rune Flash, and I'll add in the Skullcap here for 4.
So you're blocking for 4. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to pitch the Twinning Blade to come in with a Stroke of Foresight from the arsenal.
Nice.
So Reprise is active, so I will draw a card and decide if I want to put it top or bottom. It's not amazing, but I think it's fine. So I'll keep it at the bottom. Oh, sorry, I'll keep it at the top. So now I'm coming in for 6.
Hand, right?
Nothing in hand. Oh, sorry, 7. I'm coming in for 7.
Yeah, so I'm going to take 3 here. No reacts.
Yep, I will pop. Yeah, I'll pop bolters on hit.
Right, yeah.
Go down to 2. So now Skullcap is still... you can't use Skullcap because we're at even health, which is kind of nice.
Right.
I will use the Twinning Blade. Sorry, I'll use the remaining pip from the Twinning Blade to come in with the Brave Forge Bracers.
Yeah.
And then swing it again for free with Courage. So this is coming in for 5.
4 plus the 1. Okay, yeah.
Bolters is gone.
Rough. Okay. So let me think here.
So this requires more than a 1 card from hand, which is nice because
yeah.
Rob's not going to want to give up Skeleton.
You did break the combat chain by using bracers. Oh, but it wouldn't matter.
Yes. Your Skullcap is
not
offline.
active anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go with a 3 block with Spellblade, and I'll break the Skeleton, blocking 4, go into 1.
Go into 1, and then I get another counter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of the best I could have done there. I mean, can't really see any other... I could have kept the other thing, I could have kept the second stroke to pay for the stroke, or kept the Twinning Blade.
Yeah.
However, the Twinning Blade allowed me to use bracers with the extra pip, which actually helped me get the Skeleton, right? So I think that's fine.
And I'm at 1 now, so my Skullcap is active.
So you have
Hooray.
2 in hand, 1 in arsenal?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm going to pitch Dread Triptych, and I'll use 2 for the Grasp, creating a Rune Chant. And I'll spend 1 on a Meet and Greet. So I'm giving you a tough choice here. 1 Arcane plus 4 Physical.
1 Arcane plus 4 Physical. Take the 1.
Take the 1, eh? Okay.
I'm going to block 4.
Okay. And that leaves you with how many cards in hand?
3 cards in hand. Yep. I only block with 1 card.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking on your turn with 3 cards, that's a little too many to leave you with. Instead of Arsenal, I'll pitch a Plunder Run to go with Rosetta Thorn for 2.
And I'll proceed to win the game off a shunt. However...
no.
I don't think Rob really had many choices, but the minute I saw the shunt, I wanted to force him to block with Rosetta, so I didn't bother pitching. The other option was I could have just pitched the Warrior's Valor and blocked the Arcane and have enough for shunt. However, then he wouldn't have go again. So then he would have never attacked. I probably would have been fine because I had Razor in hand. So I could have just swung with Dawnblade Razor for 8, and that probably would have closed out the game.
Yeah, I mean, looking at your hand, I probably would have blocked for 9, I guess, with 3...
Yeah. And then I
can do is I do have 8, but yeah,
and then
it would have been very awkward.
I just Arsenal the Razor and just wait until
you just wait. Exactly. Yeah, I overblock on my turn. I pitch 3 for Grasp plus Rosetta, so 1 and 2. Then it's easy blocks, and then you can just come in.
Yeah, I have Iron Song out for Blood Sharpened, so something's coming here.
Oof.
So that game was
Good game.
interesting. It was a very good game. I think it definitely shows how close the match is between Dory and Viserai because Dory doesn't get to use Skullcap here that well. I think I used the Nullrune Hood pretty frequently. So I did think that the Nullrune Hood was the better choice here because I ended up this deck runs like enough blues for it to be really efficient to block out something like a Viserai. Because I think I used the Nullrune Robe a lot, Nullrune Hood a lot this game. I think so.
Oh yeah, you almost. I feel like almost every turn you
Yeah,
block the arcane.
and it could also be efficient for something like if I do have Shunt and I do want to use it, you could overpitch and then have one left for Shunt. So that is doesn't come often up. Well, it
Sure.
would have come up there, but
That's
other
true.
than that, but I do have a fair amount of blues and yellows in this deck. The reason why I have this many blues and yellows is mainly for Kano. It's not really for Viserai because Kano you just need it. This is a Blitz deck, right? But
Yeah.
it comes in handy versus Viserai, and you can see we're both a one here. There was really there was big swingy turns by both me and Rob. However,
Mhm.
one card I didn't draw was Steel Blaze Supremacy.
Steel
So
blade. Yeah.
I never drew the Steel Blaze because they were right next to each other, as you can see right next to So this so my next hand would have had one, but without the Steel Blade, I didn't really, as Dorinthea, see a super obvious time to go in for a
Yeah.
big courage turn. So what I ended up having to do is save the courage for like a let's block a lot and turn my really small hand into like a lot of pressure. And I think the
Yeah.
courage turn is what won me the game because it forced Rob to pop his Skeleton and also take
Yeah.
2 cards from him. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that
a few
was
things on my side as well. Like the spellbound creepers did die early because of the full hand of red that I couldn't even create a rune chant from. So
yep.
that died early. I had to use blood sheath to block. I couldn't actually use the effect this game, which is a bit rough. I think my rune chant generation this game was pretty poor. Uh,
Yeah,
just
you
from
had
like the
the
few hands of red plus missing the Sonata that one time, it was kind
did
of
you
rough.
did you get a 2 Mordred or 1 Mordred? I remember 1. I don't know if you
I did
pulled
I
off the
did play
second.
both. I think I played both.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think it was definitely a bit low
But they
if you've
weren't
played 2
accompanied
Mordred.
with really good rune chant generation cards. They were kind of just like play another non-attack action card. The first one was pretty good actually. It was like Mordred into Sonata. I did whiff that, but created 2 rune chants. Then I played an attack that'd go again for 2 more, and then I created 6 that turn. So
It
not
was a big
terrible.
turn. Yeah, it was a big turn for Blitz because all things considered, you don't run read the runes. Like it's not one of those kinds of decks. So really, like you're
Nah.
pretty limited on how many rune chants you'll be able to run without red read the runes and become Dark Knight
Yeah.
combos. So the early Mordred Sonata did have me a bit scared, but we were able to kind of close it out after very kind of tactical use of armor, which I think is really important in this matchup. Like tactical use of armor. There were times where I could have blocked early with bolters or courage or brave forge, but I had to wait until very specific moments because I knew there'd be no more coming. Rob also had to like block at very specific moments to not get blown out by a lot of attack reactions. So
Yeah.
hopefully everyone enjoyed the game. That was game 1, so we will be doing a game 2 of this best of 3 series coming out later. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to check out our Twitter and Spotify if you haven't for more content that you might have missed. Thanks everyone for watching. See everybody later.